Yo, and hello, everybody. Mike here, baseball collector. I'm Mike. That's Chris. This is everybody's favorite baseball card game show, Showcase Showdown. Chris, how you doing, man?
I am doing good. Rejuvenated. Went to Phoenix, Arizona. Came back rejuvenated after going to a card show with George, Diamond Yard Sports Cards, and man, looking to get this thing rolling.
Well, I just got back from Cuba. We're recording this about a week before it'll air, and glad to be back. And we, having gone to a foreign country just recently, right? I thought, we need to incorporate more foreigners, more non-native not Native Americans, but non-Americans on the show. And I thought, who do I know that lives in a different country? And so I came up with this guy.
I am native to Canada. What's up, fellas?
So, Chris, let me tell you what's going to happen. Mike's going to be our color commentator. We've never had a color commentator on Showcase Showdown, and he's going to commentate, if that's a word, on what we're showing and how the thing's going. So,
who's gonna translate? I've never learned full Canadian, but
yeah.
Maybe
that's because you don't drink enough beer, Chris.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to learn Canadian, you got to get the beers into you.
You can say a lot. I'll be right back. You two talk amongst yourselves. Talk about Strongsville or something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes. He just leaves us right around.
He must have got a delivery. He's probably got upgraded cards, right?
He's getting help from somebody. But while you're on here, and Strongsville's coming up, he did say talk about Strongsville.
Sure.
I want to come out and say, okay, I got a shirt somebody gave me that says Mayor of Strongsville, right?
Right.
So I wear that with pride. But people forget. People were going to Strongsville way before Chris from Missouri was going to Strongsville. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You were at that first time I was there. We had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
But you had been there plenty of times before me.
Once. I was there once only. But yeah, it was a situation I never, because of where I am, and I know the National is always, well attended, and a lot of YouTubers get together for that. It seems to be like the central, hey, once a year, this is the guy's weekend. I never really said much about it because I just thought, well, everyone does it at the National. But I think it was you, Chris, that kind of drew the attention of it and, solicited everyone to, come one, come all, and let's have a good time. So it's really picked up since then. And yes, it is true. My dog actually did eat my passport last year. That is a true story. It's like something out of like, oh, sure. Yeah. Dog ate your homework. And I got my passport on the Tuesday after Strongsville, but I have it and I'm ready to go and I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Before a baseball collector says anything and ruins this beautiful conversation that we're having, I want to get it out there that you and I can have a fundraiser for YouTube. And if people want to ride elevator number 1 with you and I, just pay us $5 for each trip up and down. What do you say about that?
Yeah, it's like going on a haunted hayride or something like that. One of those, go through the haunted castle type thing with Chris and Mike. Yeah, no, they'll be, I mean, as bad as my hip is still, if I need to, I will take the stairs for sure. I'm not getting in that elevator. And it's been 2 years. I would hope they would have fixed it by now.
It will be. So I have information so far. Elevator number 1 is under repair right now. Right now it's under repair, but the back elevators, that's going to be our secret. We take the back elevators and we're good.
All right, good. So they
Can we-
still don't have them up and fully running after 2 years.
Well, they didn't have the bar up and running. Well, first of all, that lady quit after your trip there at the bar. You worked her too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tipped her well though too.
You did.
Except it was in Canadian dollars, so she's probably like, "What the hell is this?"
Can we actually do a showcase showdown, or are we just gonna?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
If, if you want to ruin the conversation, go ahead.
Gosh, we are doing Luis Aparicio today. Chris, do you want to have any comments about Luis Aparicio?
No, there's not a. This gives me a reason to get Aparicio's cards out, which is great. But there's a lot of things we can say about Lou Aparicio, but I guarantee you that you haven't got more than 5 of his cards out at one time over the last 2 years, right?
Guaranteed. 13-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glove winner, won a World Series with the Orioles in '66. Just great fielding shortstop. He's actually, here'll be a little trivia for you guys. He's actually the 6th highest. He has the 6th highest defensive WAR cumulative over his career in history. Can you name any of the 5 players that are above him in career defensive WAR?
Not Jeter.
No, not just at shortstop, but any position, like ever.
Oh,
Brooks Robinson.
Yes.
Ozzie Smith.
Yes.
Mark Belanger.
Yes. Number 2, who replaced, ironically, Luis Aparicio in Baltimore as shortstop. So yes.
You guys ever like kiss girls? Like, all these stats? Like, what's going on with you?
3. That's impressive.
Please.
I'll do the other 2 because you won't know them probably, or you wouldn't guess them.
Well, hang on.
Wayne Gretzky?
No.
Let's see. Defensive.
Johnny Benn.
Defensive WAR. No.
I'm going to say Roberto Clemente.
Nope.
Oh, I should have just stuck with the 3.
Should have just let me make you sound smart. Cal Ripken Jr., believe it or not.
Yeah.
And Joe Tinker. Yeah. There you go. And then Luis Aparicio. That's actually pretty impressive, truthfully. Which is where most of his career WAR came from, was playing defense. And he was a great defensive shortstop, paired up with Nellie Fox for all those years with the White Sox. Great double play combination. But we're going to show his cards. And Mike, you may not know how this works because you don't watch the show, but Chris is going to tell you how this showdown works and give everybody the rules.
All right.
Yeah, because the loser has to do that. And I've been pretty good at this so far. So for everybody that's watching this, after I get through with the instructions, I want you to push pause and get all your baseball cards out of Lou Aparicio and put them in order from 1974 all the way back to his rookie card in 1956. And then follow along with us, because if you have the card, you get 5 points. Whatever that big number grade is on that slab, you get additional to your 5 points. When we get halfway through, and Mike, I'm kind of glad you're here, because you can keep a baseball collector honest by just having your presence here.
Mm-hmm.
But through or so, after about 10 cards, he's going to tell us what the score is. And the score is going to be fairly close at that time. But then after that 10, when we get, we're going to finish with the rookie card. Now, the rookie card's worth double. At the end, Mike's going to tally this thing up. And what we want the people watching this to do is tell us how they compare to our scores. And then maybe even give us some suggestions. They'll probably suggest keep my Canadian cards on here for now on. That's what I'm looking for. But we hope they tell us what players they want to see maybe next season. But at the end, let's all root for Chris, basically, Mike.
So if I can just ask a question, How many players have you showcased to date over the seasons so far?
50 plus easily.
And what's the win-loss record?
Let me tell you that Baseball Collector has, and I have really close to that, which is so that's what the score is. Pretty close to even.
Is it? Okay.
It's
Not
the 27 Yankees against some crappy Mariners team that I can't remember the year.
Oh, so they're in the Pacific Northwest. That gives you another reason to root.
There's the rooting right there.
That's right.
Right on cue. Root, root, root. So it's 5 points if you have the card plus the grade number added to it. So 15 being the max, correct? What if you have the card raw? You just get the 5. That's it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I will keep you guys honest here.
Okay. Oh, so see there. I think what he's doing. I think he's making cards. He's coming up with excuses, and so he has a card printer there.
No, I'm locking my dogs out so we don't have as much disturbance. All right. Let's see if I can do. I'm going to figure out how to do this. I'm going to do. I don't know how to do. Well, I guess we'll just all be like this for the.
Put him in the middle. Put him in the middle.
Yeah, we'll put Mike in the middle. Okay. There we go. All right. 1974. We're going to get started for everybody's favorite half hour, or now with Mike here, it's going to be like 48 minutes. But Chris, 1974 tops.
Okay.
Red Sox.
We've done over 50 of these showdowns, and 89 to 92% of the showdown, Mike takes a lead early. I have a 5.
Okay.
And I have an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So right on cue. Mike is taking a lead early.
Yes, but
Right
I just hope he doesn't no-hit me.
I have to admit, I'm going to be okay early, and then I'm worried about my late run of cards, but we'll see how that works out. All right. 73, my birth year. Every time I come across a 73, another Red Sox card. I have another 8.
I have an 8 as well.
Okay.
No blood. No blood on
that. 72 in a I love 72s, by the way. I have a beautiful 7.
Okay.
I too have a 7.
Oh. Okay. So this is getting this is close early on. So
yeah, I have a card coming up though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but don't forget, Chris. Mike said he's worried later on. So
yeah, but Mike hasn't told the truth when it comes to cards for about 2 years now. So.
That's true.
Mike, do you remember Louis playing for the old Red Sox back in the day, or no?
I do not, because I started following the Red Sox Game 6 of the 75 World Series.
Okay. I thought it was like 1906 or something, but okay.
Yeah, I was following Joe Tinker's War back then too.
Right. 71 tops. I have a 5.5.
Ooh.
Oh, Chris?
I have a 5. Now, how do you like that the cap on there?
It's so airbrushed. It's
airbrushed.
So bad.
Airbrushed to death.
Airbrushed.
It almost looks like it's felt or velour.
It does.
So I have some things up my sleeve when it comes to Lou Aparicio, but it's not really high graded cards that are up there to pull out. So, but I'm still going to have a fighting chance later, but I only have a 3 here.
On the 70?
Yeah.
I have a 7.5.
Whoa. Okay. Mike just, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's all right.
It's okay. It's okay. Like you said, Chris, or like Mike said, he's worried about later. So we'll see what happens here. What do you guys got for 69?
Well, it's your favorite number, Mike. And I have a 7.
Again, I have a 4.
Oh.
So, but now this is when I'm going to start coming back just a little.
You're going to need to.
Right now, he's pitching a no-hitter is how we kind of call it.
Yep.
In 68, same card as 69, really. I have a 6.5.
Okay.
And I have a 7.
Oh my!
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
And it is funny how they are literally the exact same. Thanks, Tops.
Mm-hmm.
Way to be creative, Tops. What'd you have there, Chris, on that one? I got to put it down here.
It's 6.5.
There you go.
No, he didn't. Oh,
Yeah,
you
he
did?
did.
Okay.
I'm keeping the score too.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right. 67. I actually like this card, believe it or not. 6. PSA 6.
Well, there goes his no-hitter because I have a 7.
There we go. Okay.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
I hear the footsteps, Mike. I hear his footsteps.
So I'd like some kind of card nerd that's a bigger card nerd than us on this 66 to find out who the player is behind him on my nice, pretty 7.
Ooh.
I don't know who the guy is on my nice, pretty 6.
Okay.
He's creeping on me, Mike. He's creeping on me.
He is.
That's what my neighbor lady said.
65 Tops. I have a beautifully centered copy. Unfortunately, it's only a 4.
Okay.
Oh, that 4 is going to get you as many points as some of them because I have a 1.5.
Oh.
Well, Chris, you had so much opportunity.
I opened the door for him, Mike. I opened the door.
So now here's another question. What if the card has a qualifier on it?
We knock it down 2 grades.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Chris, that was just.
That could hurt me. Could come to hurt me.
You were like, you broke a little stride there.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're coming around the back stretch and you broke stride. So you better get back on your horse.
Well, my horse is one of those that you put a quarter in at Walmart. What Mike has neglected to do is to give us the score at the midterm, and I should get points for that. But
you get points for asking for the score.
Let's see how good Mike. I've been doing mine on Excel spreadsheet. Let's see how good Mike's.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing mine by hand, so I'd have to do a total.
All right,
but I definitely have Mike ahead for sure.
Yeah, he's like a boxing scorer. He's just kind of given 10 or 9 for each round. I'm up 116 to 104, so 12-point lead right now.
Okay, 116 to 104. Yeah, Chris, You're looking a little. You're cut. You're cut man in the corner. He's got to slice you. It's like slice it open, Mick. Slice me open.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me.
Cut me.
All right, Chris.
All right, 64.
Oh, who's up? Me?
Yep.
Okay, don't throw in the towel with the whole Rocky stuff, but I have a 3.
Well, that's shit.
This is a family-friendly show, Mike.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So stick with me here. I got plans. I got plans here.
You better. All right.
3.
I have a 5.5.
Okay.
Okay. Give me one back because I have a 6.5.
Okay.
You have a 6.5? Okay.
Now, have you seen any of his cards that he was worried? That he told us early that he was worried about.
No,
And,
no, I'm waiting for this collapse.
yeah.
And I mean, there's only 7 cards left.
1, 2. No, there's a few more than that.
Okay. So
there's a bonus card that maybe Chris doesn't know about, but we'll see.
Oh, okay.
62.
Yeah.
I have a 4.
Okay.
Well, we're going push on that because I also have a 4.
Okay. Oh,
maybe Chris, Mike's doing such a great job, by the way. Maybe we have a guest commentator every episode now.
Every one of our comments are going to say, okay, let Mike Canadian Cards do this on his own. You guys just send your cards into Mike and let him do the video.
I'll be like, this is terrible.
This is crap. All right, 61. Not a bad looking card, actually. I have it in a 6.
Okay.
Mine could have been. This is a really off-centered card.
You got a 4?
4.
Ooh. So now tell me about this bonus card that Chris doesn't know about, because I feel like if Chris doesn't know, is that really fair?
Well, it should be, because he should look at the PSA set registry for the player and know that this card exists on this set.
So I have beaten Mike because he has not had a
Is that the card?
Yeah. How good's that?
1960 Leaf.
In a what?
5.
Okay.
I got a 7.5 on my Leaf.
Oh, I was hoping he didn't have it. That'd be a big mistake.
I was hoping you didn't have it.
I just bought it. I just bought it for this because I knew he was coming up.
Now, there's something for you, Mike.
Yeah.
What kind of guy, what kind of collector goes out and buys a card just for Showcase Showdown? What kind of ego do you have? Never mind. Let me ask somebody else.
All right.
I'm not sure, Chris. I don't know who it would be. All right.
Well, I plan on getting some points here.
Okay.
The one I was hoping. I have a 7.
7. That's nice. 12.
That is nice. That's really nice. I have a 6.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get more than that.
I dropped it. I love 60 tops. Isn't that just
It's a beautiful card. 1960 is a beautiful set. I love it.
Okay, 59. All right. I have a 4.
Well, this either says a 3 or an 8. What do you want to say? Here, let me hide it behind
3.
Okay.
That's a 3? Okay. Yeah. 3 or an 8. I'm like, I thought I had bad eyes here. Come on.
Now, 58. Now, the 58 set's pretty. I like it. I like the colors in the 58.
Yep.
Kind of stuff. And it looks like he's looking up in the air here saying, will Chris ever come back and beat Baseball Collector and Showcase Showdown? I got a 4.
You got a 4.
I have a 6.
Now, has he shown a card here that he's worried about?
Nothing.
No.
I had a couple 4s there and stuff. And
I think Moynihan in Canadian language stands for do not tell the truth on cards. I think that's what it stands for.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to look here. So, Mike, your lowest score
is a 9.
1965 and a 62 and the 59. You had 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. All right.
57. Another, I think, cool card. I love the old pretending like they're fielding pose shots, and I have a 5.
5.
Again, have a 4.
Okay, so that's 9.
All right. As we head to the rookie card,
And this is worth double, correct?
It is.
So a PSA or an SGC 5 is worth 20, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So
Math works the same way in Canada as it does here. There's no conversion of all.
we're metric, right? So
Right.
Right.
56 as we head to rookie, 207.5 to 192, Chris.
Uh,
that is correct.
well,
I
can't get a magical grade or anything, but I do have the card, and I do have a 5.
Okay, so 20 points.
At 2, Brute, because I also have a 5.
Yeah.
But he's got I like the rookie card, though. I like the little action shot there. It looks like he's got a big wad of chew in his mouth, and he's about to spit or something.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Chris, you shit the bed.
I shit the bed. Yeah.
Shit the bed. I thought for sure when Mike said he was worried, I think he was kind of toying with you. Because Mike, you had 4 cards that were graded a 4. No, 3 that were graded a 4. And everything else was a 5 or higher.
Well, Aparicio stuff's pretty cheap, so
at what point did you think that you were going to falter here in the later rounds?
Down in some of those 4s, I thought Chris would have gone out and bought 7s and 8s of some of those Aparicios. And
now, what collector would actually do that? Like,
if I had a card show yesterday, I would have spent $1,000
doing that.
Does anybody have any? You'd go in just like, does anybody have any Aparicio cards?
I'm buying out all the Aparicios, right?
High grades.
Yeah.
No, that was good though.
That was fun. So we won't have an episode next week because we are going to be doing our special Strongsville episode. And what we are going to do, I think have we talked about the details of this yet, or should we reveal it here?
You know what? Why don't we go ahead? I mean, if people are watching this long, make sure you have that in the title somewhere so they can wait till the end to listen to this too.
Yeah, like just bore the shit out of them here, Mike. Go ahead.
Or I won't say anything, Mike. Thank you.
No, you can't. You just said it's going to be next week.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, Strongsville's the next week. Like, that's how cool. That's how close we are, which is awesome. Yeah. We are going to do the rookie cards, post-war rookie cards of every Hall of Famer that has worn an Indians uniform at some point in their career. And we're going to get their rookie cards together, and we're going to do a showcase showdown with 21 different players that have worn the Indians uniform that happen to be Hall of Famers. That's a lot, actually, believe it or not.
It is a lot. That is a lot.
And we're going to do it around some of our favorite friends in the hobby, and you too, Mike. Just to let you know,
you should favorite friends.
Yeah, you're gonna have a fun. You're gonna have a front row seat.
He's only going to be there if we're at the bar doing it, and then he'll.
Yeah, you'll be like showing up the cards, like, and I'll be like, "That's horrible." Give me another bud. Or another bucket, I believe is how they sold them at the Royalton Road Hotel. So,
and he'll want chips and queso, like he'll want nachos.
No, that's Garrett. That's Garrett. All you can eat chips and queso. $9. They just bring you over vats of the stuff, and it's like, who wants to eat now? No, thank you.
Well, we are going to have a good time at Strongsville. I am looking forward to seeing both of you guys and everybody else that's going to be there. And so we'll figure out how should we spin the wheel now for the following week so that we know who we're doing?
Because if you're in Cleveland, you won't have the wheel, right?
Correct. So,
And how many? What day are you guys flying in while I have you here?
Thursday.
Are you driving, Chris, or are you flying this time?
I am driving with 3 other nuts from Missouri. We're going to have a good. We had a great time driving back last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm driving. Be there Thursday, and look forward
Evening,
to
man. I guess Thursday evening.
Yeah, but you'll still be up. What time are you getting there?
Me?
Yes.
What time is first call? No, we're picking Garrett up at the airport. Stephen with the PH and we're picking him up. I think his flight lands at 4. So and then we'll head over to the hotel.
Well, I hope you're picking me up too, because I'm on the same bloody flight.
We're not actually. You'll have to get your own way.
That figures. Okay, so anyway,
Cleveland taxi service for this fella.
Jeez,
I'm gonna sit there with your name on a card, Mike, and say congrats. I'll be standing outside the airport. Stephen will be in my vehicle, and I'll say Mike Moynihan, congrats on your release from prison.
I am revoking your pass. I'm gonna
go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. Well, let me spin the wheel. We'll see who we're going to do post Strongsville. We only got 3 left, Mike. I know you're really sad that season 3 is almost over, but let's see who the next. Oh, looks like Richie Ashburn.
Well, I guess the people in Strongsville better get the Richie Ashburn.
Yeah,
if any dealers are watching, they should bring all their Richie Ashburn.
Because they'll have a guaranteed sale, won't they, Mike?
Oh, several. They'll be like, yeah, I'd like to trade in my my satchel pay. No, you need that for the show. I can say I'd like to trade in this Jackie Robinson Leaf for all of your Richie Ashburns, please.
And there's going to be some shady characters out in the parking lot with a trench coat that open it up and say, here, look at all my Richie Ashburns here, right here.
So now my last question on the Showcase Showdown, who were the 2 left on the wheel?
Mazeroski and Tony Perez.
And then how many guys do you have left to cover after those 2?
We don't know. Well, not for this season. We'll create a new list of 12 to 14 guys for
or we might do something, with our creative minds. We might come up with something else similar to that.
Or hopefully the network cancels you guys. And you don't get a fun next season.
Well, the ratings have been going down steadily.
We're definitely going down today. I guarantee you they're going to be in the shitter.
I'll check with Nielsen and see what happens there. But
yeah,
Mike, I hope you had fun. We had fun having you. Thanks for being here. And you got to watch in person Chris lose, which normally you'd only get to watch that recorded. So you get to see it live. We'll see you guys in Strongsville. We're all looking forward to seeing everybody. Put your comments down below, and we'll catch you next time. Keep collecting.